Modern Warfare 2 2022, the game's alright, and I think the COD community overreacted. Okay, how many of you immediately paused the video after that and started keyboard warrioring down in the comments section telling me how wrong I am and how this game is the worst Call of Duty game and ever? How many of you, how many did I get? But in all seriousness, I really do think Modern Warfare 2 is alright. It's a good game, and I'm not just saying that because it's the typical cool thing to do in the COD community, to where you shit on the current game and then you go play older CODs and say, oh, this game's alright. No, I've actually always thought, and there's proof on this channel, I've always thought that Modern Warfare 2, I even said it in 2 other videos ago, talking about Modern Warfare 4, and then talking about how people think Call of Duty is a milsim because we want skins that have a identity in the game that match this game's era, excuse me, and so on. So I'm not going to get into it because I literally made a full video on it, link down in the description or info card in the corner. But yeah, I always thought this game was alright, maybe even good. I really like this game. This was definitely a step in a direction, that's all I'll say, compared to Modern Warfare 2019, which was such a perfect game, and I don't know why IW just didn't transfer over what they had for Modern Warfare 2019. Gunplay. Now, I actually like the gunplay in this game a little bit, because it does have a lot more recoil. They continued the Modern Warfare 2019 legacy, lineage, tradition, whatever, what have you, of guns actually having recoil and you not lasing people across the map with SMGs. But that being said, again, they could have just transferred everything from Modern Warfare 2019, updated it, gave it a little more pizzazz, and built upon it a little bit more to give it more fluidity, and then just transfer it over from Modern Warfare 2, and they didn't do that at all. Yes, I will agree, they made the game slower, and it's a little bit sluggish to run around, but you still run pretty fucking fast. They added sliding and dolphin diving. Again, the gunplay was good. They added recoil to every gun, but some of the guns, based on their caliber, had too much recoil or a little too recoil. The balance in this game was probably the worst balance since the original Modern Warfare 2. I think that's kind of like what they were going with, but the SMGs in this game were fucking ridiculous. They were, just replaying this game for this video and a couple other videos I have recorded, I got into some matches where everyone was using SMGs and they were just fucking four-shotting me across the fucking map, across lanes, across everything, and it was really fucking annoying, to where I would just rage quit the game and requeue, because if you couldn't tell, I hate SMGs in Call of Duty, because every COD dev, for some reason, thinks that a pistol caliber for SMGs are insanely overpowered. Like, they give them way too much damage at medium, close. Close makes sense, because, you know, it's a pistol caliber. But at medium to long ranges, SMGs, particularly this game and Black Ops 6 right now, SMGs are fucking broke. I know someone's going to tell me wrong in the comments, but if I'm shooting you with a 308, you need to die in 2 bullets, maybe even 3. Your SMG should not outperform my 308. Okay? That being said, another thing the COD community hated was minimap changes, which again, I could care less what the COD devs do with minimap. They could leave it the same like it's been for decades in COD. They could change it like they did in this game. They could do minor tweaks. Again, they could leave it. I do not give a fuck, because I do not stare at the minimap. If I have a UAV for my kill streaks, I pop it, I look, and then I'm done. If I happen to see a red dot on the minimap out of the corner of my eye, I look at it, I go to that location, and then that's done. I do not stare at the minimap like what it seems like the majority of the COD community does. They just stare at the fucking minimap. And that's kind of a thing. And again, like I said in the beginning, the COD community overreacted. Now, I myself did the same thing. Now, during the beta, I particularly remember a lot of people saying, oh my god, this game is really good. I particularly remember a lot of people saying that this game was really good. during the beta. And then I don't know if it's just me misremembering. I'm sure someone will tell me in the comments that I am. But from beta to launch, the game wasn't different in my opinion. It didn't feel different. Again, I could be misremembering that. And then all of a sudden, from beta to launch, everyone, for the most part, was loving the game, said it was really good. And then when the game launched, everyone's like, this game is shit. And again, for the third time, because I feel like I have to reiterate myself, I didn't notice any drastic changes from beta to launch, and yet people loved the beta, hated the launch of the game. Again, could be misremembering. Another thing is I believe the maps weren't 3-lane maps in Modern Warfare 2. I could be wrong, but for the most part, I don't think the maps were 3 lanes. And then they later changed that because again the community bitched about it, like saying COD has had 3-lane maps for the longest time. Why bother changing it? Another thing is IW decided not to listen, for the most part, listen to the community, which is funny because that's kind of what Treyarch has been doing with Black Ops 6 for the longest time, is they don't listen, and for the most part, the COD community is like, yeah, we're fine with that. That's just kind of how it goes in the COD community. If Sledgehammer or Treyarch does something, if IW or Sledgehammer does something and they don't listen, the community is like on fire. But if Treyarch doesn't listen, like they have been with Black Ops 6 for, again, the longest fucking time, then it's like, oh yeah, that's fine. It's Treyarch, they're cool. It's whatever. That's just my perspective from the COD community. Is Treyarch can do whatever they want. No one gives a fuck. If IW or Sledgehammer does something, the world's on fire. But that's a mini rant, and I'm sure I'll get more shit down in the comments for that too. But that being said, I've just been replaying Modern Warfare 2, because again, I don't give a fuck about Black Ops 6. The multiplayer's too sweaty. I don't like changes they did to the game. The game's boring. There's no content. They're just milking the fuck out of the game with $90 fucking bundles. It's just like, and I don't want this to turn into a COD rant or a Treyarch rant, and I don't have any ill will towards Treyarch. I have to say that every time because some people will take it out of context and not understand. But again, Treyarch has lost my respect over the years. Their last good game was Black Ops 3, but that was just solely zombies. Black Ops 3 Zombies, I'll say it until I die, Black Ops 3 Zombies is the pinnacle zombies game and systems. Do not know why they had to drastically change from the Black Ops 3 system of zombies, and that started with Black Ops 4. Now, Black Ops 4 is the last traditional, in my opinion, the last classic and traditional version of zombies, and then after Black Ops 4, zombies just died. I think zombies died. Back to the subject at hand here, which is Modern Warfare 2. It's an alright game, getting past its flaws, and it had a lot of flaws. Let's be real. All jokes aside, all rants aside, the game had some pretty bad flaws. And from the COD community side, it had really bad flaws. From my side, it had moderate flaws. Like again, the minimap changes, didn't really care. The map changes from 3 lanes to I don't know what you call them, standard maps that weren't 3-lane. It was either this game where it was solely no 3 lanes and then they later changed it, or because I know for sure Modern Warfare 2019 didn't have 3-lane maps, and I think that's why I love the map so much in Modern Warfare 2019, just because it's not the generic 3-lane map. And they did that with Modern Warfare 2, and people didn't like it, so they changed it, I think. I'm just kind of going over things quickly here. The UI was dog shit. It's the worst Call of Duty game when it comes to UI and menus. Even today, getting footage and stuff, it was still lagging constantly, and I was just like, okay, I'm just not going to touch anything. I'm going to queue, and I'm just not going to touch anything, and I'll fuck with my classes while I'm in the actual match. Something I'm actually interjecting here is I wanted to talk a little bit about the actual guns and the detail that the IWT went into full detail for Modern Warfare 2019. Again, I went into depth about this during my one Modern Warfare 2019 video uploaded a couple months ago. I'll leave the info card in the corner so you guys can watch that too. And the weapon detail in 2019 again was amazing. It's the first COD where they actually put detail into the guns, and they were a little bit more realistic. On top of, the drastic gunplay change, which is why I love this gunplay. That being said, In Modern Warfare 2, all the detail that was in 2019 did not transfer over, and I don't know the IW team that worked on Modern Warfare 2, like, what the fuck? Like, you had such an amazing thing with 2019 for more immersion purposes and just making the guns feel a little bit better visually. When you shoot your gun, the brass, when you're shooting your gun, the rounds that are ejecting, they're clean rounds, like they're pristine clean. Again, I go over this in that one video I mentioned. There's no carbon on the brass, there's nothing. The primer isn't struck, so when you're shooting your gun in this game and CODs after this, you're shooting bullets that shouldn't even be fired because there's no indent from the firing pin from the bolt of the gun hitting the round and ejecting and shooting the bullet out of the barrel. Nothing. There's less smoke debris. I know in the beta there was a lot of gun muzzle debris and stuff and smoke in the beta. That didn't really bother me, but it was kind of hard to track targets and stuff because I'm kind of used to that playing milsims and tactical shooters, so that didn't really bother me like it did most people. But yeah, I just wanted to interject the firearm detail that I really wanted to transfer over from 2019 to this game, just didn't, and that kind of bothered me, and it made me think that IW just didn't care anymore about putting more immersive details into their games, because Modern Warfare 2019 is probably the most immersive Call of Duty game ever. It's in terms of the gun detail, in terms of maps, atmosphere, just details in general about the maps and the game and stuff, and yeah, all that detail kind of went away, and it kind of made me sad. So IW, if you watch this video, please, for the love of God, your next title, bring back all of that firearm detail from 2019 into this game. And yeah, also, when you drop mags in this game, you don't hear them hit the various surfaces you're standing on, like in Modern Warfare 2019, which is another thing to add immersion while you're playing a multiplayer match. I know some people might not care about that, which is fine. Some people might ask why you're complaining about that, which, again, valid. But again, I just love games that have immersion, and if I'm playing an arcade online shooter, I still want immersion, because it still makes the experience fun. Another thing that I remembered about this game is the camo challenges. Some of the camo challenges in this game made you camp, and I'm a huge advocate of, if you camp, you're a bad player. You just objectively are. You're a bad player if you camp. You don't get better at the game if you keep camping. Camo challenges made you camp so hard. There was, I think, there was some mounted kill challenges. There was crouching. There was prone. There was, God, there was some stupid, ridiculous... There was a lot of ridiculous camo challenges, so... For the love of God, IW's next title, because this was IW's last title, because Modern Warfare 3 wasn't. So, the camo challenges better be... They better be something like Modern Warfare 2019's camos, except for no crouch kills, no kills shortly after reloading, which it sounds easy, but it can be very annoying. No mounted kills. I'm trying to remember all the camo challenges. It's been a while, but yeah, no ridiculous camo challenges that make you camp. For the love of God, please. Because, God, the camo challenges in this game are so fucking stupid. For the movement, again, most of the people don't like the movement in this game. I think it's fine. It's still pretty fast. There are times where, like, you feel like you get stuck on things, so that was another thing very annoying. Gun balance in this game was absolutely horrible. I think this is one of IW's worst when it comes to gun balance, specifically with SMGs and some shotguns. This game was definitely an SMG and a shotgun heaven. One of the biggest things in my opinion, and during the game's life cycle, it took me a while to actually start complaining about this system, because again, you guys know I'm an IW fanboy, so when Modern Warfare 2 came out and a lot of people were complaining about these changes, specifically at launch, like there were some people complaining about it during the beta, but again, like I said previously, I remember a lot of people saying they loved the beta of the game. They loved it. And there was still things they were complaining about, but for the most part, people loved the beta. And then when the full game launched, they just went all out on bitching and crying and whining and stuff, including myself to some extent. But that's the perk system. The perk system, IWY, like, why? The perk system was so bad. It was so bad. Understand it. It makes no sense because, like, your matches that you were in would end before you would get all of your perks. Maybe they were testing that system for something down the line, for like maybe a LTM or an actual different game modes. Let's say they add this feature to DMZ or something, or they make a new game mode that's like they do this for like the next iteration of Warzone or something. I could see them doing that, but again, that's like, I can't justify this perk system change. I just can't justify it. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about it. I think IW did a horrible change with that. It's fucking disgusting. I think if IW could go back and change Modern Warfare 2 and just go back to the old perk system, even after 3 years of the game being out, they should probably just do it. Because I think a lot of people would return to Modern Warfare 2 if they reverted the perk change, if they made the movement like it was in Modern Warfare 2018. And, yeah, for the most part, I think that's all of the major issues that I don't like about Modern Warfare 2. Oh, and the gun tuning system, quickly, I just want to specify something that I think they should have done for the gun tuning system, because there for a while during the game's launch, it was broken. It would actually make your gun worse if you tuned your gun, so like if you had all recoil attachments and you tuned it to even have less recoil, it would actually make your gun worse and give you more recoil. Since then, they've actually, they've updated it and made the tuning system a little bit, quotes, better. But right now, even when using the tuning system, it's still, like, very annoying to use. I still like it, and I really do think, they can update it and make it better and bring it back for Modern Warfare 4 or IW's next title, whatever it is, because we still don't have a confirmation if it is another Modern Warfare title, which, in my opinion, I think it's a mistake. I think we should just can the Modern Warfare franchise for now. Just let it sink, because Modern Warfare 3 ruined the Modern Warfare franchise in terms of multiplayer and the actual storyline and the campaign. Modern Warfare 2 kind of was leaning away from the traditional Modern Warfare style, and they kind of went away from Modern Warfare 2019's campaign, which is something I really wish they would have continued. They could have just straight up retold the COD 4 campaign for Modern Warfare 2, and I would have been perfectly fine with that. I think a lot of us IW Modern Warfare fans would have been fine with that, because I was really hoping for a kind of a reinterpretation of all gillied up. Show us in this engine, with the Modern Warfare 2019 engine, show us what Pripyat, Chernobyl, and all gillied up would look like in this engine, because I could tell you the foliage would be maxed to the 9s. I could tell you it would look a lot better. It would look so good. And just going through Captain Price's memories with Macmillan again in the Modern Warfare 2019 engine would be incredible. I still think they could do that as a flashback mission. Like, give us 3 flashback missions, maybe even show us some new stuff as well. But I went off topic there. But back to the tuning system. Whatever next title it is, let's just go ahead and say, if the leaks and rumors are true, Modern Warfare 4 comes out and the tuning system is there. Now, there's one game, and yes, it is a tactical shooter, so hold your butt. They do, I guess you could call it a weapon tuning system. It's more of just a gun enthusiast wet dream. Is you can place your optics wherever you want, you can place your grips wherever you want, your suppressors, your lasers, your flashlights, your PEC boxes, you can do whatever you want. You can put them wherever you want on your gun. And that's something that I wish and hope, if the tuning system returns, it turns into that. I'll show a clip on screen of what I'm kind of explaining. So if you want your optic farther on top of your receiver of your gun, then you can put your optic a little bit further up on the rail. If you want it closer to the back of the rifle, so you have more, it's closer to your eye, which never do that with any rifle scopes ever. That's how you get black eyes. If you want your foregrip closer to the magwell or farther from the magwell, you can do that. If you want your laser and lights closer and stuff, yeah. Beating a dead horse here, but that's basically what I would hoped the tuning system was, and if they bring it back, that's what I'm hoping it becomes, because it makes more sense that way. And also, I think the tuning system should only apply to grips and barrel attachments, and muzzle attachments is what I should say as well, and stocks too. I forgot to mention the stocks too. If you want it fully collapsed or fully open, then yeah, that's the type of thing. So I think I'm gonna shut up for do like, comment, subscribe, ding dong notification so you guys know when I upload next. I think I covered pretty much what I wanted to for Modern Warfare 2. And again, lastly, that game's pretty good now. I like it. I liked it back then. I still like it now, minus its flaws and stuff, and all the jokes aside too. So I'll see you guys in the next video.